Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. So, Botchin' Bitter is keeping her foot on the girls' necks, okay? Including Megan Thee Stallion. Her and Megan could possibly be beefing, but we're going to get into that a little bit later. Now, Payola Board and Chart Data reported that Botchin' Bitter, Bodak Yellow, becomes the first song by a female rapper to earn over 2 billion on-demand streams in the U.S., okay? So, Botchin' Bitter is the first to achieve this. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Congratulations to Botchin' Bitter, but you only got one album, so you doing 2 billion streams for a song that was on your first and only album, I don't know if it's really all that impressive. I don't know. Okay, not hating, but let's be very clear. Botchin' Bitter don't put out much music, so this is all her fans have to stream. Okay, they don't have anything else to stream. Not only that, though, fans are also talking about how Botchin' Bitter's Enough debut on the U.S. Spotify with more streams than Nicki Minaj's collaboration that she had with Juice WRLD. So, Dr. Miami record debut with 653,000 in streams, went to number 40. The Insecure record with Nicki Minaj and Juice WRLD did 483,000. And it debuted at number 99, okay? But I thought this was a Juice WRLD single. Is this a Nicki Minaj single or a Juice WRLD single? I'm very confused. I thought that this was a feature. Can somebody clarify that? Because some people are saying that this is a single for Nicki Minaj, and then some people are saying that it's a Juice WRLD collaboration and she is a feature. So I don't understand why we would be comparing a single to a feature unless they both were features. But also, Dr. Miami had a music video and playlisting. Okay, the Insecure record did it. Not making excuses, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, if you're going to give something a push and a budget, it is obviously going to perform better. And then fans are also saying that Like What debut at number 70 with 500,000 streams, also outperforming the song Nicki Minaj has with Juice WRLD, okay? Like What also had a music video and playlisting, though. Let's be very clear. So, the fans are saying that even though Botchin' Bitter is not releasing any music, so the fans are saying even though Botchin' Bitter is not releasing any music right now, she is ultimately still outselling, okay? That's what they're saying on X and all the other social media platforms. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. Doja Cat's Planet Her remains on the Payola Board 200 album chart for another week, for the 176th week, charting at number 86. Doja Cat's Planet Her been on the charts for like 3 years now. That's insane. That's crazy. I like Planet Her, but I didn't know it was that great for y'all to be streaming it 3 years later, where it's still charting. I didn't know it was that much of a classic. It's out charting and outselling Scarlett. Y'all didn't have this love for Scarlett, but Scarlett was trash. So let me know how y'all feel about this. Now, some people can say, oh, this is Payola, but I do feel like people probably still streaming Planet Her only because Scarlett was so trash. So they're going back to Doja Cat's older music when she made bops like Hot Pink Album and Planet Her. Now, as we know, Botchin' Bitter and Partisan Fontaine might put out their collaboration called Toot Toot or Toot It Up or something that is trash, and the song sounds terrible. But let me play y'all a snippet.
Diamond to baguette, toot toot that ass up. Toot toot that ass up. I say you know that I'm a freak, suck it, get me wet. I post bikini pics and I be up the net. Toot that ass up. Toot that ass up.
So this is what Botch and Bitter and Parson Fontaine are allegedly planning to drop. Now, I think that they should keep this in the stash. Sounds very dated. Okay, this is very 2016, 2017 in my opinion. Even though it probably was made in 2018 or 19, it still sounds dated. And I just feel like it's not necessary. We don't really care about Parson Fontaine. This is the best feature you can put out? I don't think so. Now, with that being said, fans are calling out Botch and Bitter for basically working with Parson Fontaine, even though she knew Parson Fontaine before she knew Megan Thee Stallion. Now, the Thotties said that they won't be streaming her collaboration with Parson Fontaine, but Section 8 gang clapped back and said, B-word, y'all barely stream Megan's music. Okay? So Section 8 gang and the Thotties are beefing on social media. Okay? And then another Section 8 gang member said, y'all expect Botch and Bitter to stop being friends with Parson, who she's known for 10 plus years, just because she's also friends with his ex, who's more famous? So then Cardi would be the bad friend, right? Okay? Here's the thing. I don't think Botch and Bitter will ever cut off Parson Fontaine, even if she wasn't effing with him like that, only because he wrote a lot of her music on her first album, and he knows a lot of industry tea on Botch and Bitter. He can expose her easily. Okay, so she got to keep him close. So I would never expect Botch and Bitter to outright cut off Parson Fontaine. Okay, because she needs him. Second, her and Megan Thee Stallion are not really friends. They are associates, okay, acquaintances, work friends, industry friends, but they're not best friends. They're not blood friends. They only really have communication because they have a mutual dislike for Nicki Minaj. Okay? That's what brought them together. And they thrive on the fact that Nicki Minaj cannot stand both of them. Okay? Toya Stinks flip-flops back to Team Nicki, like she usually do every other week. She said, worst decision Kanye ever made was not doing the Nicki Minaj Yeezy athleisure line. It would have made them both tons of money, would have been so good for the culture. It probably the only thing from Yeezy I would have actually wanted to buy. I know he would be with them weird plastic bag, wearing wet rag hair girls, but even the most weird iconic art holes melt for Nicki's hot pink hyper femme branding language. A huge mess. Maybe he could just apologize and work at Adidas again, starting with that project. If someone can be on SNL after shooting someone, Kanye can come back to society. It's been type trash without him. So I think Nicki Minaj revealed a long time ago, like years ago, that she came to Kanye with an idea to do like a sneaker collaboration, with Yeezy, and he turned it down. And it was a mistake. He should have done the line, okay? But Kanye's fake. But also considering that he's not in good standing with Adidas, it probably was a blessing in disguise. Okay. On to Queen B. Miss Tina is not playing about her daughter. Okay. So Queen B was accused of getting paid $10 million for allegedly endorsing a certain president candidate. Okay. Endorsing the vice president. And obviously that person lost. And Tina said, so this has been flagged on Instagram as fake news and taken down. It's called false information. Sadly, other platforms with a lack of integrity still have it up. The lie is that Queen B was paid $10 million to speak at a rally in Houston for the vice president. which in fact, Queen B did not receive a penny for speaking on the presidential candidate vice president rally in Houston. In fact, she actually paid for her own flights for her and her team and Total Glam. They are not only lying and disrespecting Queen B's name, but they are trying to further discredit the power of our vice president. When does the lies and rumors stop? Of course you won't see this in the news. And then John Legend even commented and said, "Let them know, Miss Tina, we all performed and appear for free because we care about our nation's future." Okay? So here's the thing. A lot of people, I see a lot of comments saying, oh, why can't Queen B speak up for herself? Even if she did speak up for herself, you wouldn't believe her. Okay? Anytime the Carters say anything, y'all try to debunk it. So what would be the point? Queen B knows that. She's never been on social media heavily. She's never been that person to go on X or Instagram and debunk anything. And at age 43 on Google, I don't think she's going to start. Okay, let's get that clear. And even if she did, y'all wouldn't believe her anyway. I wouldn't even waste my breath. If I was Queen B, I wouldn't say anything either, because it's not like y'all gonna believe her. Y'all gonna believe what y'all want to believe. Okay? So even if, you know, she's telling the truth, hypothetically, well, Tina technically telling the truth, y'all are going to come up with your own theories and say what you want to believe. So it would make no sense for her to come out and say anything. Now, Musty Walker and Scratch Off are receiving Donkey of the Day. Musty Walker has confirmed on the Big Boy show that basically Scratch Off is on her album. And I'm like, why? I don't understand why Scratch Off gotta be on your album when Scratch Off and Botch and Bitter ruin R&B songs. I don't get it. I mean, you can't afford Doja Cat. You can't call up Doja Cat. You need to be working with SZA again, not the DNF listers. Okay, Musty Walker? And your first single technically flopped. Heart of a Woman, a decent record, not really a lead single, and it's been flopping on the charts. And now you're going to come out with another flop collaboration? I mean, come on, Musty Walker. I'm going to have to remove you from the big three of the princesses of R&B. Okay? You wasn't a big three when it comes to the princess of R&B, but now you've been removed. Okay? Once the album come back, and if it sounds good, then maybe you can get the title back. But it's right now, it's SZA, Victoria Monet, and Coco Jones. I'm sorry, you've been removed. Okay? And one of these hoes about to get replaced by Doja Cat when she drops her R&B album. But this is ridiculous. Okay? First, you ruined the No Love remix by having Botch and Bitter on it. Now you're working with Scratch Off. I mean, come on now. Summer Walker, this is unacceptable. You're supposed to come back with Doja Cat. Why can't you afford Doja Cat? Or maybe Doja Cat turns Musty Walker down since she coming out with her own R&B album. You know, I'm starting to put two and two together. And now, SZA is back in the studio with Future. I'm like, oh my goodness, not the liars coming together. The Scorpio liars should not be working together. This is going to be toxic. Now, I'm here for it low key. I know this is about to be a banger. But the Scorpio liars should not be making no toxic music together. SZA, come on now. This is why you can't keep a man. Because you always around Champagne Thickums, Travis Scott, and Future. The no good men in rap. Come on now. Y'all should not be working together. This is toxic. But I'm low-key here for it. This is going to be a hit. Now, moving on to Icespxcë. Icespxcë is coming back with a banger with Boss Man D-Lo. Let's take a listen. No, if y'all think this is a bop, if y'all think that this is a flop, let me know in the comments. I mean, it sounds okay, but it's not gag worthy, and I feel like Icespxcë need to come back with a hit. Okay? You done lost your ass. You never had no talent. The hair and looks have not been given. You need to come back with a hit. Okay? Because unfortunately, your looks ain't cutting it. You are not Sweetie. Okay? See, Sweetie can get by because Sweetie never has taken an L in the looks department. You have currently, maybe you got to get a lipo or BBL like Sweetie has, but you got to do something. And I just don't feel like this is a strong enough single for you to come back from. I'm sorry. I am sorry to the ring. But I feel like this is low-key a chop. Okay? You got to come back harder. Not only that, Icespxcë was performing in Dubai and a fan grabbed her butt or touched her butt. And, you know, a lot of people feel some type of way about that. I definitely feel like it was wrong for the fan to do that. But, no pun intended. But, at the end of the day, you was twerking right in front of the fan's face. You can't trust the fans. You cannot be twerking and backing it up right in front of the fans, Icespxcë. Y'all know how crazy they can get. You need to have security around you if you're going to do that. And the security was nowhere to be found. Now, Doodle Garbage is receiving Donkey of the Day. So, Jake Paul did a boxing match with Mike Tyson and won. Okay? Even though Mike Tyson basically owed us dirt. And with that being said, Doodle Garbage, who is bigging up Jake Paul, the racist, posted that Jake Paul was better than Muhammad Ali. A lot of people felt like it was disrespectful. He responded to a fan that said, "This is why Holly left you." And he said, "What does Holly have to do with boxing?" Well, it correlates because you're a clout chaser. That's probably one of the reasons why she did end it. Because she realized you're a clout chaser, D-list YouTuber, rapper, / master manipulator. Unfortunately, it's too late. She stuck with you for at least the next 18 years. But at the end of the day, your clout chasing social media antics probably did play a part into the ending of your relationship, whether you want to admit it or not. Okay? She's probably sick and tired of the antics. You didn't have to tweet that and disrespect Muhammad Ali. Whether you was trolling or not, you know people are going to feel a type of way. You know people are going to post it on blogs. And you like getting dragged. I'm convinced, okay? The whole, I don't know why I'm always getting dragged. Because you're a clout chaser. And you do things to distinctively get under people's skin, okay? So you're receiving Donkey of the Day, and this is why your rap career will never happen. Nobody will ever take you seriously as an artist because you do too much of the antics. It's never really about the talent for you because you don't have much of it. You know how to entertain people and vlog, but that doesn't really mean you have talent, okay? Focus on taking care of your child, okay, before Holly snatch him up and get full custody. Because it looked like it might be heading that way. I mean, why are we caping for Jake Paul beating up somebody that is 2 or 3 times his age? Okay, he should not been fighting that old man. He needs to fight people that's his own age. Mike Tyson was dumb to do that. I mean, ain't he like 60 or 70? I mean, come on now. That was ridiculous. But anyway, Donkey of the Day to Doodle Garbage. Now, Cleo Trapper is also receiving Donkey of the Day. So, she has gotten exposed by her ex-friend / stylist. The person tweeted, "This is y'all queen, Cleo Trapper, Rebecca. Tried to get me set up. Gave out my home address and had me ran down on and threatened at the shop I work at and posted it on her social. Now, her managers and team are trying to silence me after getting me set up, okay?" And so he posted a few text messages and also a message, I believe it was on Instagram. He screenshotted her being on FaceTime and he said, "The face you make when you've been popping it all weekend thinking it's sweet, not you confused now. I thought you was sparing me. Delete me off your page, babe, and keep my name out of your mouth. Close friends, before my young outlaw niggas haunt you. Okay? I don't know if this person is black or not, but I don't think they're supposed to be saying the N-word. Okay? Or maybe this is what Cleo Trapper sent him. But also he posted a message from Cleo Trapper's managers. The message reads, "What's up, Jay? How is everything? Can you please delete all posts showcasing Cleo's likeness off your IG page? Let me know when it has been done. Thanks." Okay? See, this is why I don't like Cleo Trapper. I didn't feel bad when she didn't get her chicken salad. Because I always felt like she was a little bit snaky and sneaky. Okay? And I feel like this. You can't call out Ice Spice for doing underhanded things and you do the same thing. You know you should not have nobody that used to work for you get jumped or nothing like that. Okay? That's unprofessional. If somebody did you wrong and they used to work for you or whatnot, bad business, you need to sue them. All she do is run a TikTok. That's all she do. And I love how she didn't run to TikTok this time because she the one getting exposed now. If it was the other way, she'd be running right to TikTok with her little markers and board. Okay? That's all she do is try to expose people on TikTok. I never care for Cleo Trapper. I'm happy that Ice Spice didn't buy her no chicken salad. Go to Burger King. You look like you eat from Burger King anyway. And at the end of the day, I feel like Cleo Trapper, she do a lot of underhanded things. Because I remember there was a rumor that she had gotten into a fight. I think it was last month. And that's why Azalea Stanks canceled her performance on Halloween. Okay? Cleo Trapper low-key a little bit messy in my opinion. Okay? And I feel like she could have handled the Ice Spice thing behind the scenes, but she wanted to humiliate Ice Spice and ruin her brand, which she did. And now it looks like you're not going to really have a brand or mainstream success because you getting into it with everybody. Okay? You messy. So, donkey of the day to Cleo Trapper. Now, moving back on to Queen B. Queen B announced that she will be performing at the NFL halftime show for the Ravens versus the Texans on Christmas Day, airing on Netflix. Okay? Now, Queen B, this is cute and everything, but you need to perform at the actual halftime show in February with Kung Fu Kenny. That's what you need to do. We don't care about the Christmas Day performance. I don't care about this. You need to perform with Kung Fu Kenny. Y'all need to perform Freedom and the new collaboration that y'all got in Stash. That's what needs to happen. Okay? I don't care about no Christmas Day performance. Okay? I might not even watch that. It's Christmas Day. I ain't thinking about no Queen B performance on Christmas Day. I mean, come on now. But anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon about your fave in office and what the next few years gonna be like. Okay. On Patreon, link will be in description. And I hope you guys have a great day.